Hello everyone, GuardianE here with another live reaction and first impression video for Fire Emblem Heroes, and tonight we should be getting the reveal of the next set of seasonal heroes to enter into the game in just a couple of days. Not just a new set of seasonal heroes, but a new set of summer heroes, Summer Part 2 for 2021. So we can see the silhouette off to the left-hand side, and those horns, kind of a giveaway as far as the left hand silhouette is concerned. So definitely thinking Freyja, of course. Absolutely looking forward to seeing that art. And on the right hand side, the first thing that comes to mind honestly is Norn, based on the hair. That could be a red herring, but at the same time, I mean, it really does look like Norn as far as the hair is concerned. And if it is, that could give some credence to the rumblings of a female Chris swimsuit unit as well. So we'll have to see how that shakes out, but let's go ahead and watch the trailer together for the first time. Geez, I don't know what they're doing. First they released the silhouettes a day too early, so I'm waiting for the trailer. That doesn't happen, and I record the intro. And then the next day they drop the trailer during the middle of the day, just randomly. Like, come on, Intelligence System. Come on, Nintendo Mobile. What are you doing? What are you doing to me here? Alright, well, we got the trailer pulled up. We're gonna watch it right now. Getting ready to hit play. Summer's Dream. Let's go. Alright, I am excited for this. Let's see it. Shining in the summer sun. Special heroes to battle. Let's see some beauties. Oh, there she is. Fleeting summer. Dear God, she looks amazing. Whoa! Freyja. Baby. Oh, holy crap. Brightmare Horn, Binding Necklace, Fatal Smoke 3. That art by Yoshiku is incredible. The goat mom with... Oh my god, that art is gorgeous. Okay, so, what? Really? Estival Dreams! So many people are going to be happy. So many people are going to be so thrilled about Freyr's inclusion. I am so happy for fans of Freyr out there that we are getting, we are going to get a seasonal Freyr, not the original Freyr, but I know people have been waiting for him. Holy crap! Look at the giant goat. Dude, he's a lot buffer than his robes gave, first indicated. I gotta say. Blade on leave. Oh, it's Ogma, okay. Alright, so he's going to be an infantry lance unit. Alright. That is a 4-star focus hero if I've ever seen one. Okay, alright, got a little more beefcake going. Oh, wow, Sea Blossom Pair. So here is the Harmonic, and that is going to be Caeda and Plumeria. Okay, so... alright, Dolphin Dive Axe, Harsh Command Plus, Attack Speed Catch 4, Flow Refresh. I wonder what that's about. Thrilled to see a Plumeria. Alright. And then she's gonna have a Harmonized skill, of course. We'll be taking a closer look at all of these skills and art on a second watch through, but let's just enjoy the actual duo or harmonic animation. Very cute. Oh, it looks like, it looks like it refreshes dancers. I can tell that right out of the gate.
Do your best.
Alright, nice. Oh my goodness. Alright, so, yeah, we actually did end up getting... Okay, actually, let's pause here to see if there are any surprises. Okay, so it does look like Norn is there. So that was the silhouette. I mean, obviously, we thought it was going to be... I thought it was going to be a harmonic pair of Freyja and Norn, which honestly would be a very weird pairing. So it kind of makes sense that they were separated like this. So yeah, so Norn's going to be free. God, that Freyja art, it has me reeling. Like, that's so beautiful. Alright, so starting on the 7th, of course, of July, and going for essentially an entire month, and I think that is going to be the end of the Summer 1 Banner 2, right? I believe. Summer 1 Banner 2. So that means that both Summer Banners are going to run the entire period up until August 6th. Ogma is going to be the 4-star focus unit of the banner. Naturally, there is going to be even color distribution across the banner, and the Harmonic duo pair is going to be green. I think there are going to be a lot of people that will be happy with the selection here. And no female I actually thought there was going to be a Chris. I was wrong on that front. There is no Chris. We're getting another Caeda instead. So those Caeda numbers are climbing as far as Caeda emblem is concerned. And a Plumeria as well, and a Freyja. Jeez. Okay. All right, well, let's rewind, take a closer look at the units, a closer look at their art to see if this is a banner that I think is going to be worth summoning for. But you already know I'm going to be going in hard on this banner just for the characters and the art alone. So, but let's take a closer look, shall we? All right, so starting things off with Freyja, Fleeting Summer. Yeah, Summer's Dream indeed. Absolutely lovely. So she is going to be a Cavalry Beast unit, similar, of course, to her OG form. The art by Yoshiku is just absolutely sublime. She's shed those big, bulky robes, and instead is in this stylish, sleek swimsuit that shows off that slender figure and dangerous curves. She is a sight to behold, absolutely. And I love the radiant colors, the rich colors of the feather skirt that's around her. It gives her a little bit of a tribal look. A beautiful lay of flowers around her neck, and then similar flowers that are adorning her hair. Her long hair is just wisping behind her, has a beautiful array of silvers and blues. Just a bold, daring, mesmerizing swimsuit design that mirrors her original outfit with the top and the actual skirt design. The colors do match her original outfit. There's just this gorgeous, healthy glow to her soft, glistening skin, and that goat plushie is amazing. I absolutely adore that goat plushie that she has with her. I didn't catch if that was actually her weapon, but it doesn't matter. She looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So let's see what skills she's got with her that she's bringing along for the ride. Do you see the little spray? She's like hugging the goat plushie. Isn't that so adorable? Okay. Bright Mare Horn, 14 might. She is going to be Cavalry Beast colorless, remember. Grants speed +3 at start of combat if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%. Grants +5 to all stats during combat. Also, if unit speed is greater than foe's speed, reduces damage from attacks during combat and from area of effect specials. Excluding rocker area of effect specials by percentage equal to difference between stats times 4, max 40%. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, while transformed, neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks during combat. At start of turn, if unit is adjacent to, okay, so the beast condition, or the beast transformation condition, I should say, of not being next to a non-beast or non-dragon unit at the start of the turn, and if unit transforms, grant attack +2, and if unit initiates combat, inflicts attack defense -4 on foe during combat, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. So if I recall correctly, this is very similar to her Mythic Hero form, and obviously her Mythic Hero form weapon is phenomenal. There's so many effects going on here, and all of it is really just contingent upon her having equal to or above 25% HP, which is pretty reasonable. And as long as she has all that stuff, she gets a huge stat boost, +5 to all stats. She gets a damage reduction built in on both phases. She also gets an automatic, or rather she gets to follow-up attack. She can't get that neutralized, and she prevents the enemy's follow-up attack and also inflicts a penalty on them if she's transformed. All of those things are amazing. Glimmer for the special. Attack speed solo 4. Obviously, the solo skills work very well with cavalry units since they do have a tendency to overextend. Binding Necklace for the B slot. Okay, if unit is not adjacent to an ally, grants +2 to all stats to unit and inflicts -2 to all stats of the foe during combat. And also, if foe has bonuses, grants bonus to units attack speed defense res and inflicts penalty on its foe's attack speed defense res during combat equal to current bonus on each of foe's stats. Calculates each bonus independently. So that is quite the nightmare situation for your opponent. Basically, you get a +4 differential of your stats as long as she is solo, which again, it's going to work synergistically with attack speed solo 4. And in addition to that, any activated buffs on the opponent end up being buffs for Freyja and then penalties for the opponent. So it not only neutralizes those penalties on the opponent, but it gives those bonuses to Freyja, which I believe it's similar, again, to Freyja's original form and what that did. So no real surprises there, but it's still just as strong. It's still incredibly powerful, and it's all in this gorgeous package of a colorless beast unit, which again, colorless adds a lot of versatility to her for that. And then Fatal Smoke 3 for the C slot. A foe cannot recover HP during or after combat, and after combat inflicts deep wounds on target and foes within 2 spaces, which means that the unit's HP cannot be healed through its next actions. Fatal Smoke, not a very common skill, and quite a potent one, especially against particular team compositions and builds, completely crippling the enemy's ability to heal. I mean, yeah, Freyja's kit here is amazing. She is a stacked package for sure, in more ways than one. So let's keep going here. Check out her attack animation. Oh, there's her transformation. There's that goat mom. I absolutely love the fact that the lay is on the goat transformation. I think that is very, very important for seasonals. And here she goes. She's going to take that hit, and then she is going to attack. Again, absolutely gorgeous. You get another angle at her stunning curves. You actually get a better view of the front flap and the back flap of her outfit, and the actual momentum of the energy that she's pulling together for her attack is lifting them up and billowing them out. From this angle, you get more of an underside view of the skirt, so you get more of those dreamlike colors. The water effect of her attack almost looks like a flower there that's budding in front of her. Absolutely beautiful. And you do have some trickles of water that's kind of floating around her as well as she's attacking. Just absolutely incredible. Yoshiku, be still my heart. Oh, we get a look at her special art as well. Avert your gaze. I will not. It looks like she's got a shark behind her. Oh, that's so cool. So obviously they've upped the ante as far as the effects and the water effects. Her expression has changed. And again, it looks like there's this big shark behind her, I guess. But otherwise, not too different from her attacking art, but it doesn't really have to be. Her attacking art is absolutely amazing. And bam. I like the little, the flower explosion too. It's really, really nice. Estival Dreams, here he is. Yep. So Freyr, again, finally summonable in the game. I know a lot of people are going to be excited for that. He is going to be a cavalry red beast unit. Looks like he's enjoying a nice festive tropical drink out of that pineapple. He has a crown of flowers adorning his head, as well as the lay. Nice, thick, vibrant colors for the flowers that are chosen there, which match the beautiful colors to the skirt portion as well. And different from Freyja, because Freyja had almost a feathery appearance. His are almost like butterfly wings or almost stained glass. Really, really beautiful as well. And of course, Freyr is shirtless and packing here, very deceptive from his in-book incarnation, his in-story incarnation. Those robes did not do him justice, because he definitely has the toned look down. Wonderful shading on his arms and chest area, give him a nice chiseled and toned look. I do have to say, he doesn't look terribly happy to be at the beach. He could crack a smile, that might help a little bit, but maybe his attacking arm. Let's go ahead and keep going. See what his skills are, as well as his attacking animation. So Ray Dream Horn, it's going to be a 14 might beast weapon, grants attack +3. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack +6 to unit. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Inflicts attack -6 on foe during combat and makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Okay. Alright, then the beast transformation condition, and then if unit transforms, grants attack +2, and if unit initiates combat, inflicts attack defense -4 on the foe during combat, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. So his transformation effect is actually very similar to Freyja, but the rest of his weapon effect is not nearly as powerful as Freyja's. It's still solid. It basically, if he's going to be player phasing or he was within 2 spaces of an ally, which is a very, very easy condition to meet, he gets a +6 attack bonus to himself, which is great, and then a -6 on the opponent, which lets him tank more attacks, tank more damage, and he gets a guaranteed follow-up attack, which again is a very solid thing. Not a ton of frills or anything, but it is very solid, just not quite as outstanding as Freyja's is. A Draconic Aura for the special. Defense Res Catch 4 for the A slot. At start of combat, if foe's HP is equal to 100%, or if penalty is active on foe, grants defense res +7 to unit during combat. At start of combat, if foe's HP is equal to 100% or penalty is active on foe, grants an additional +2 to defense and res during combat. So the Catch 4 skills are very interesting. They do allow for an up to +9 to each of the 2 stats, in this case defense and res, as long as you meet both of the conditions, and if you only meet one of the conditions, then you get at least +7. So again, it relies on the enemy a little bit. I don't like it when it relies entirely on the enemy. In this case, the foe's HP has to be 100%, which again, you don't really have a ton of control over that. If a penalty is active on the foe, you have more control over that element of it, especially for certain builds where you have it, the unit built up to actually give a debuff on the opponent. But it also doesn't look like any of Freyr's kit is actually devoted to bestowing that debuff on the enemy or activating that penalty on the enemy. So a little bit of an odd choice, I would say, and certainly not my favorite of the A-slot skills. Lull Attack Defense 3 is excellent. The Lull skills are amazing. Inflicts attack defense -3 on foe and neutralizes foe's bonuses to attack and defense, any activated buffs to attack and defense. So that means that he is going to take less damage and he's going to do more damage. This is all sort of shaping up for him to be a pretty formidable tank. It seems like he's probably going to have some pretty high mixed defenses. And overall, again, I think that his Ray Dream Horn is going to be very solid. I am curious to see what his defensive stats are actually going to be. If he were to have pretty high defensive stats, he does have Draconic Aura for the special, which to me implies that he's going to have pretty high attack as well. So he might just be low on the speed quotient here, which makes a lot of sense since he has a guaranteed follow-up attack built into his weapon. So let's take a closer look at his transformation as well as his attacking animation. He's hugging that pineapple, and this is the transformation. Look at those horns. That's kind of amazing. Again, you can see I do love the lay on the goat. It's very fetching to me. But those horns are serious. I love how they're curled and that you have the black on the outside and then kind of the lime green on the inside. It's really nice. Alright, so let's see his attacking animation here. Look at that smoldering look he is giving. The actual momentum of him moving forward has kind of pushed the flowers away, so you get a better look at his chest area. The kinetic energy is flying his hair up behind him, which is reflecting the water, and so it has these deep blues and greens kind of mixed in. Beautiful, vivid red flowers all around him, which are actually similar to Freyja's red flowers, so maybe that's a callback to that. And then of course just the water elemental all around him as well. I mean, yeah, he looks awesome. Fans of Freyr should be satisfied with that art, I would think. And then he just blows a giant flamethrower. Blade on leave. Alright, so here's Ogma. He is going to be a Lance Infantry unit. As I mentioned, he is going to be the 4-star focus unit of the banner. He's got that trident there. He looks serious. He looks ready to battle. He still has his sword behind him. He has almost a gladiator look to him here, which I guess he always has kind of a gladiator look to him. But yeah, that's no change here. He still has his almost the traditional male gladiator beach footwear as well. I do like the tribal pattern wrap around his waist, and as well as the other wrap kind of around his shoulder and his arm there. Ogma is pretty super serious, so I actually do appreciate the fact that there are kind of more muted colors here. I think it does fit him rather well. Of course, as usual, Ogma is bringing the beefcake. He's got the muscles there. He's got him ready to rock. So he's definitely looking good and ready for the beach. Let's take a look at his skills. Alright, so Trident Plus, it is going to be inheritable, so that's kind of nice. 14 might. At start of turn, if unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack +6 to unit for 1 turn. Okay, so that's an activated buff. And if unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack defense +5 to unit during combat. That's actually not bad for a weapon. That's just a set of stat boosts, basically, both activated and in combat, that will bolster the attack for a Lance unit. So that's okay. Soul for the special restores HP equal 50% of damage dealt. Attack speed solo 3. That's kind of an interesting choice for him. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, grants attack speed +6 during combat. Obviously, his Trident Plus doesn't need him to be adjacent to an ally. It needs to be within 3 spaces of an ally. So, that's a pretty wide berth, right? That condition is extremely easy, especially given the sizes of Fire Emblem Heroes maps. But it's just kind of weird. The solo skill doesn't really seem to jive that well with him. And then Threaten Speed Defense 2 for the C slot. At start of turn, inflict speed defense -4 on foes within 2 spaces during their next actions. So I gotta say, not terribly impressed with Ogma's kit. I think that there's not really a lot of exciting things here. Threat and speed defense 2 is really just not that interesting, and even though it's like a new skill, like in that tree, it's really just kind of outclassed by a lot of skills that were introduced recently, like on the Fallen banner, for example. So, yeah, I just don't really see people going for Ogma here unless they really want Trident Plus, or if they just are really big fans of Ogma. Which, if they are, that's fantastic. That means he could be a pretty good plus 10 project for you, because should be relatively easy to get copies of him. So let's take a look at his attacking art here. Or actually his special art. Well, I love how the tribal flap is kind of lifted up as he's moving forward. The giant tidal waves behind him, that's a really cool effect. He's like going full Poseidon here with the pose with the trident. I think that looks pretty amazing. You definitely get a feel for the kinetic energy as he's moving forward, the fish all around him. And of course his body is outstretched, which gives you a full view of his sculpted muscles. His hair is pretty feathery as it's kind of flowing back from him rushing forward like that. Pretty good art, especially for the 4-star, focus unit. Okay, so here is going to be the Sea Blossom pair, the Harmonic duo. Alright, so this is going to be Caeda and Plumeria, quite the odd couple, quite the odd pair, I would say. They are going to be a cavalry axe unit, which is an interesting combination, I have to say. You do have a kind of a brilliant sheen on Caeda's hair. I do like the vivid red of her swimsuit design. You have some of the butterfly effect motif on Plumeria's swimsuit as well at the bust area. She has her signature thorns that are kind of wrapping around her thigh. I have to say that for me personally, the colors feel a little flat on this one. Like, I feel like there could have been a lot more going on here. More effects, more vibrancy. Again, when you have a pair like this, unlike with Ogma, which I think the muted colors worked a little bit more to his advantage, I think a pair like this, you want to just bring out all of the colorful accents, especially when you have, Caeda's brilliant blue hair, and then you also have with Plumeria, just the brilliant array of colors with her wings and everything else, which the colors just feel a little flat on this one, and I feel like the shading also is a little not as vibrant and robust as they could be. I think their poses are a little bit on the plain side, and honestly their facial expressions are a little bit on the bland side too. I don't want to come down too hard on it. I mean, Caeda does have a cute flush on her face, and Plumeria does have a cute smile, but I just feel like with the series of art that led up to this, all of the art leading up to this was so gorgeous that this leaves me wanting a little bit more. But let's take a look at their skills. See what this pair has in store for us.
Be careful in the water.
All right. So, Dolphin Dive Axe. I already see that list of effective types. That's kind of scary. Okay, Might 16 enables Kanto 2. Okay. Effective against Sword, Lance, Axe, Colorless Bow, and Armored Foes. Alright. Grants attack +3. If unit initiates combat or if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants +5 to all stats during combat, and built-in Kanto. After an attack, assist skill, or structure destruction, unit can move 2 spaces. I can't understate how powerful built-in Kanto into a weapon really is. That frees up the B slot for so many different utility purposes, and Kanto itself is just so powerful and of an asset, movement asset on a unit. So breaking it down, effective against most units in the game, has effective damage, has Kanto built in, a 2 Kanto, also has attack +3, and easy conditioning meat to get +5 to all stats. That's really strong. That's a really powerful set of skills, of things built into this weapon. Even though it's not a laundry list, each of those things is very strong. Harsh Command Plus for the assist neutralizes target allies' penalties and negative status effects that last through allies' next turn, converts any penalties on target ally into bonuses. For the A slot, attack speed catch 4 at start of combat if foe's HP is 100% or penalty is active on foe, grants attack speed +7, and if both of those things are active, she gets attack speed +9. So same things that I said with Freyr apply here. I'm personally just not the biggest fan of the catch skills, particularly the HP threshold requirement on the foe, but again, I think that it's still pretty powerful. Flow Refresh 3 for the B slot. Okay, if unit initiates combat, neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks, and restores 10 HP to unit after combat. Wow, that is actually really good. So if they are player phasing, they get null follow-up built in, or at least half of null follow-up. Basically, they can't be restricted from follow-up attacking. and then they get 10 HP to unit after combat. Honestly, that's just a really versatile B slot skill, I have to say. Panic Smoke 3 for the C slot inflicts panic on target and foes within 2 spaces of target after combat. Panic, of course, converts bonuses on target into penalties through its next actions. Of course, the Panic Smoke 3 is going to work well with the Catch skill because the Catch skill requires a penalty on the opponent. So the smoke, it's going to be kind of built in where the Panic Smoke will enable it as long as panic is on the opponent. One of the conditions for attack speed Catch will be activated. So from that perspective, I would say that the A slot and the C slot skills have some synergy going on. So yeah, Caeda and Plumeria have a lot going on here. Flow Refresh 3, I think, is pretty phenomenal as a B slot. Like I said, having Kanto built into the weapon really frees up the B slot, and this is a really powerful one. And Dolphin Dive Axe seems pretty, honestly, pretty awesome as far as what it does. That effective damage, that can't really be understated in how powerful it can be. And then all of the other effects are very strong. So let's keep going here and actually take a look at their attacking art. So yeah, the attacking art is cute, bright, and sunny. I like that they're both holding onto the axe and kind of swinging together. It's really nice how they're paired up like this. It's a little bit more vivid than the neutral art, which I do like. I think the colors come out a little bit better. But again, I guess I just have to lament that the skin shading and the thin lines give the art a little bit of a flat look. So I don't know. It's not hitting all the marks for me here, but they do look like a cute pair together for sure. Alright, so let's take a look at what their Harmonic skill is. There's that Kanto in action, of course. And, okay, so here's the Harmonized skill. So grants Resonance Blades to unit and allies from the same titles as unit. So as we all know, Resonance Blades grants attack speed +4 during combat, so it's an in-combat buff for 1 turn. And what else it does is it grants another action to ally with the highest HP that is within 2 spaces. Has already acted and is from the same titles as unit, excluding unit. Allies with Sing or Dance can be granted this effect as well. If multiple units meet the conditions, effect will not trigger. So this is kind of a mishmash of different duo harmonized skills that we've seen in the past. It essentially is a ranged dance for units that are, again, within the same category or from the same titles as the Harmonic. I will say that it's pretty darn useful here just because the Fire Emblem Heroes title has a lot of dancers and a lot of flying dancers, so because of that, you have a lot more freedom as far as being able to do that refreshing from this harmonized skill. The Resonance Blades, still solid, one of the earliest harmonized abilities that we saw. Again, in combat buff, it's still a pretty darn good one. So we'll see it activated here, and I think the demonstration that they showed was for Peony, right? Yep, there they go. Alright, and there she is. Peony refreshed once again, of course. So yeah, Paralogue Story Summer's Dream. It's going to be coming in just a few short days, so very, very much looking forward to it. We've got Norn for free, which is exciting. Not sure what her art is going to be like, but certainly we'll be able to take a look. It may even be in the in-game updates as of right now. I don't even know. So naturally, the prizes on the banner from a power perspective, I think, are the Harmonics duo as well as Freyja. This might actually be a banner where the Harmonic/Duo isn't the most powerful unit on the banner. I think that the Duo does provide really powerful things as far as the weapon and the Duo skill. The B slot is unique, but of course not unique to them. Freyja just has her own unique B slot. Her own weapon effect is amazing, just like her mythic version. She's a colorless beast, just so many things going for her. So honestly, they're kind of neck and neck, I think, as far as power is concerned. And then below that, I would say, is Freyr. And then below that, of course, is Ogma. Way down there is Ogma, unfortunately. But he is the 4-star focus unit, so a pretty decent +10 project. From an art perspective, Freyja is world-class here. I think Freyja's art is absolutely amazing. I think Freyr is up there as well. Personally, I don't think quite up there as Freyja, but I think those two are definitely the best of Banner as far as art is concerned. Absolutely gorgeous. Then I would probably put, honestly, I might even put Ogma before the Duo. There's something about the Duo art that just doesn't jive with me personally. I'm sorry, I have to say. And honestly, it really pains me to say it because it's Plumeria too, and Caeda as well. But anyway, I would say from an art perspective, Ogma and the Duo, the Harmonic Duo, are well under Freyja and Freyr. but that's just my opinion. For me personally, I am absolutely going to be summoning on this banner, and I am absolutely going to be summoning for Freyja at least. Maybe I'll be going in for the Harmonic as well. But let me know in the comments below if you are excited for this banner, and if you are, which units you are going to be going for. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching and for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. Certainly hoping you're all staying safe, healthy, secure, and united out there, and wishing the very, very best for you, your family, and your friends. And until next time, let's protect those skies.